Hey everyone! Welcome to day 5 of the watercolor road trip. I hope you guys are having a good time following along and trying out the tutorials. I'm painting the flamingo of Florida today, and I'm excited. It's Friday. Yay! I've got my iced coffee here. And I started sketching some flamingos for you. So I'm going to just turn my camera around and show you what I'm working on. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'm painting. We're going to paint flamingos. So I was practicing this S shape that the neck makes. See how it makes this little S? Actually, like backwards S. But it makes this loopy curve shape. And then you're basically adding a pointed oval to it, and then you can add a little bit more depth for the head, or not depth, but more of like an oval shape near the head, and then you're going to add a triangle shape for the beak. So that's the basic idea of the flamingo. And then, of course, the legs are long, and we could add some palm leaves around it. We can make it really tropical, but just this idea of the S curve and then the pointed oval. That's the basic idea of a flamingo, with this little ovally head and pointed beak. And then the legs you can have fun with. So you can practice sketching out a few of these. And then, of course, you can add some feather designs to it. And yeah, palm leaves, stuff like that. So that's my quick sketch. So I'm going to start. I'm going to keep using my dagger brush. I really love this brush, you guys. This brush is so much fun. So I'm going to warm up my brush. And because the flamingo is a little bit more complicated, I'm going to use some pastels, kind of block it in. So I have a pastel. This, I'm going to use that S shape that we just talked about. I'm going to just lightly block that in, and then kind of block in the body. And that just gives me something to go on. So you have that as a base. You can try painting with pastels first. It's kind of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and mix up some magenta here. And I'm going to really load my brush up. So I'm going to start at the head, and I'm just going to make a swooshing shape down like that. Then I'm going to use this dagger brush to really like emphasize the body like that. And we can refine the shape a little bit as we go, like that. And let's add in that head, the rounded head shape, and then bring it down for the beak, like that. I'm going to refine my shape a little bit as I go. Really kind of exaggerate the head shape. Like that. The neck got a little bit wider than I wanted it to be. But that's okay. Maybe I'll paint a few more. So that's your basic shape. And then you can take the same brush and load it up with another color here. I'm just going to mix up this kind of grayish blue. For the legs. Okay, and I'm gonna add more to the beak right here. Give it that contrast, like that. Maybe I'll add a tiny dot to the eye. And from here, we can just play around with the shape of this flamingo and drop in some other colors to it. Could even add some salt. I think maybe I'll add some salt for this one. Make sure I have some water. Add a little salt. While that's drying, I'm going to paint some greenery around it. I think I might even just splatter it around. Like right over the salt. So I'm just kind of playing around with the palm frond shape, layering my colors a little bit so it has some pop. And after this salt, after the flamingo is completely dry, I'm going to brush off my salt. Maybe now I'm going to add in a little background. Let's do a little background. It's kind of cool. That. So that's the basic idea. And then once this dries, you can go back in and add a few more layers. So give this a try and see how you do.